Hello, beautiful people, and we are back with another episode of
Honey, it's yours.
Boom. So before we get into it, I just want to say thank you guys for tuning in this season thus far. You know, we're a deep way in there now, so I just wanted to say something else. I never say anything after this point, so I just wanted to talk more. But seriously, thanks for tuning in. We love you guys. All that good stuff. Make sure you went and like, comment, and subscribe. If you didn't, stop right now. Go do that. Come back so that we can get into the episode.
Boom.
Okay. So, I guess I'm actually starting because this was my brainchild. Is that why you didn't say anything?
No, because you were saying thank you, and I was letting you have your moment.
Well, yeah, thanks. Okay.
All right, so today's episode, we are going into hair and our hair history, our relationship with hair, self-worth, everything, you know, everything that encompasses hair, especially as women. So, to jumpstart it off, I guess, what is our first memory of our hair? Like,
I can go.
Go ahead.
I remember being like young, like elementary school, and I used to go to this lady who lived in Brooklyn to get my hair braided with my beads, you know, very cute. And I would go like probably like every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks or whatever.
Wow.
It was pretty frequent. My hair was thick always, so it didn't mess up too much, but I always needed new beads. So one time while I was there, another lady was sitting in the chair, and it was in her basement. And she's getting a sew-in, and I didn't know anything about sew-ins aside from the fact that I'm seeing a needle and understanding that this is getting sewn into her head. So I remember watching her like do the install, and you know the needle is a special type of needle. It's not just a straight needle; it's curved, right? So I'm seeing her take the waft of hair, weft. Thank you. And it looks like she's
the track of hair and sewing the weft.
Thank you. Into her scalp. So I'm like, I didn't see any braids, right? I'm watching News 12 on one side, and I'm seeing this on the other side. And so I, to this day, well, not to this day, but up until a few years ago, was never going to do a sewing because I was just under the impression that women just had scalps of steel.
Oh my God.
Get hair sewn into their head.
My Lord Jesus.
And I just didn't even fathom that there could be braids under there or anything.
Or like a wig cap.
Not a thing, nope. She had on the wig cap, but the way the needle was moving and the way she was pushing it, it wasn't going through just the wig cap. It was going through something else. As I'm never, ever doing that, ever. And I'm stuck by that to this day.
Wow. I mean, that's very traumatic.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like a negative trauma. It was more of like it was like, you know when you see your first scary movie? Well, okay.
What?
Okay, so you ever seen Chucky?
Mm-mm. I don't watch those things.
Right, exactly. So the first time I even seen what Chucky was, now I'm scared that old dolls come alive. And I didn't even watch the movie. I think I saw like a trailer. But it was the same kind of thing where it's like, I saw this one little piece of what the whole thing was. And I already made my mind up that was not going to be for me.
Oh, God.
You used to think there was monsters under your bed?
Not under my bed. I had some sense. But the fact that the doll would do nothing when you looking at them and you turn around and now they moving, especially because of Toy Story, right? We gonna put a smile on our face, but them toys moving when you're not looking. So if they could do it for good reasons, they could do it for bad.
The Toy Story analogy is crazy.
I'm just saying, it makes sense.
You got it, bro.
That's my memory.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for that.
Thank you. It feels like a safe space. I'm happy I could share. I've grown now.
It should be a safe space. Talk about it feels like a safe space. This is a safe space.
Ash, what's yours?
I think my earliest memory of getting my hair done, or like done, because I've always gotten my hair done like every 2 weeks, seem to, but my mom or my aunts used to do my hair, and like that, either that week, like that Sunday night maybe, I get my hair done. It will last for the week, and then fresh hair for church. But my hair, my first memory of my hair getting done for like an event or something, like someone else doing my hair, was my aunt's wedding. And I went to a salon and I was getting my hair pressed out, and then we got like it's like a twist, but it's not the two-strand twist. A flat twist in the front with the rubber bands, and then the curls in the back. And it was with the Marcel hot comb.
The one that go in the little oven thing.
Yes, in the oven thing. And then I'm just sitting there so still because I don't want to get burned. I'm sitting there so still thinking about I'm gonna get burned that when she finally sprays me, it's like a cold mist, and I do a chill, and she just starts laughing. I'm like, yeah, this was nice. But that was like my first like hair done memory. Yeah.
I love that.
So my mom always says I was vain. Cause I never made no issues with my hair. Like my sister used to like try and make trouble to do her hair. I used to sit there hella pretty, hella cute. Mom did our hair. Mommy did our hair every week. So like Sunday night, she would braid our hair. It would either be like, so you know, like the stairs going up to our bedrooms. She would sit on the top, like, and then I'll sit on like the stair or two below her, and she used to braid her hair every week, or in the living room, braid hair every week. That's the hair for the week. Saturday night, you unbraid your hair. Every other week, you get your hair washed. But Saturday night, you braid your hair. Sunday morning, there's bubbles, whatever, for church. And it repeats every single week without fail. Like, huh? Like every single week. And I just used to get my hair done all the time. But mom, I don't even, the first time I got my hair done professionally, I don't even know, because my mom used to do everything. Like, mom, we had the hot combs in the house, like the flat irons, all that stuff. Like, mom used to go and sit, and I used to sit on the counter or sit at the chair right by the counter. Mom got the hot comb on the stove, because it's before hot combs could get plugged in. Okay? Then you had to put it on the fire, and you used to press that hair out. And then, like, my adopted sister used to also do my hair, and a couple different people from church used to, like, braid my hair. Like, I was the guinea pig. Like, in beauty now, they braided my hair at some point or another, because I was the person at church, like, braiding hair. And then, yeah, maybe like 3rd, 4th, 5th grade, I can start remember going for myself to go get my hair done outside at the hair salon, but I didn't need to, because my mother just did it all. Like, that was the thing, though. Danae had the long, cute, thick hair. Yes, I did. Yes, she did. That was me.
I'm not you looking at me up and down. Like,
yes, I did.
I believe you.
Right.
She's like,
and she looking at the camera crazy.
That was cute. That was cute.
Nah, for me, I don't know if I knew how to take care of my hair till college. Which is a very, very long time, because growing up, it was, your curls are cute, but straight hair is better. Especially my culture, where we have girls who have straight hair, we have girls who have curly hair, then we girls who have curly hair. We like range, but always the straight hair girls got like the praise and the attention and all that, whatever. So growing up, my hair wasn't difficult for me, but then when I went to high school out here in Long Island, it was only compliments when I had straight hair. So I straightened my hair a lot in high school. And then starting college, started keeping it curly, and then COVID, I actually like started caring for my hair. And that's like my first core hair memory where my curls actually look good. And I was like, wow, this is kind of nice. So I kept taking care of my hair, and like right now we'll get to what I'm doing right now. But just even like my hair being an issue wasn't until I moved here. Because growing up, my parents weren't really home because they were busy with church and service. So my hair was in a low bun. It looked crazy for the first 10 years of my life, and then we figured it out at that point. But yeah,
that's interesting.
I remember getting it done for somebody's wedding when I was 7.
Mm-hmm.
After that, vibes.
Yeah,
nothing crazy.
It's always an event, like when you're like a hair event, when you're going to some place. Make sure your hair is done. Make sure you look presentable. That's like always the top to bottom list. Make sure your hair is done, your clothes is good, and then everything else is just like extras that you add on, especially as women. But I think let's go into like our hair history and like how has that attached to ourselves personally aside from your hair. So you as a person, and then you and your hair.
Well, before we do that, I wanted to I think it will actually kind of help answer the question too. Like what Sarah was saying about the outside influence on the view of hair and how that's kind of like shaped for a certain part of your life, like your own perspective even on your hair, right? Because I feel like growing up, it was kind of the same, but not really. Like when we were younger and you had to get your hair done to go to an event, you straightened your hair. Yeah. Or you got the press and the curls versus like the natural hair movement didn't become a thing till we were in like high school, maybe, college-y. I don't know, at least for me, like that was my experience. Like dance used to be so annoying because I like did ballet. So you had your hair in that bun. Right. And it's a lot harder to get certain hair types in that bun than other hair types in that bun, or like the whole perm thing. Like I never got my hair permed, but life was all permed hair. And then even for me, like middle school, once I started straightening my hair in middle school, I was religiously going to the hair salon every 2 weeks to get my hair straightened. Like I remember after maybe like third grade, I think like my last picture with like bubbles or whatever is like my second grade picture. So my third grade picture, I have the flat twist with the curl, like the front is straight.
She's grown now.
Up until up until like seventh grade, I remember I did like a twist out for my pictures. But every year between that, it was like my straightened hair. So I think like that was like a thing for everyone, and how like living in the society and conforming to society, like your hair, if it wasn't, at least for me in my experience, like if your hair wasn't like straight, it was weird. And then even there was a point in time where I was even frustrated with my natural hair, and I felt like everybody else had a perm, and not that I wanted a perm because I knew I didn't need a perm, but I was just like, no, I wanted to keep my hair straight all the time now because I felt like that's what hair was and had to be around. I don't know if that makes sense or
it makes sense, but for me, my hair journey or my hair history is a little bit different. I don't think I really care. I always knew I wanted my hair to look nice and hair done, but my hair was, I never like craved for my hair to be straightened or permed or anything, because I had aunts and I had cousins that could do hair. So it was more so making sure that my hair was done like braided nice, a nice design or whatever. And my aunt always like, so my aunt is the godmother for the three of my cousins. So she would like make sure our designs and our hair would look nice or whatever. So I always had my hair braided. And then after a certain time, like everyone's getting older, my aunt had her own family now. Like my cousin Tanya used to do my hair, and to this day she's main person other than me that is doing my hair since high school. Like she used to do the experimental braids. Like I remember like the most experimental but fire hairstyle she gave me was in high school. It was like a rose, like so it's like an updo, but then my hair became like a rose pattern, petals with the hair. I was like braided back, and then the back was like a rose. Fire. Right? And I guess for me, it wasn't that I wanted the only time I knew I wanted my hair straightened was the beginning of sixth grade, like the sixth grade, first day of school. But and my mom tried to straighten it for me. And then after I realized like my hair doesn't really look like everybody else, I really don't care for it to be straight. I just like to have a nice fresh braid pattern. And if my hair, I always knew that if my hair is not fresh, I'm taking it out and I'm gonna make something work. And it was usually because I was in different extracurricular activities like swimming or karate or whatever, tennis or whatever. My hair is not gonna be straight. It's not gonna last. So I put that thing in a ponytail. It used to be a high ponytail, right here.
The crown.
And now it's down here. That's my safe hairstyle that I know is not gonna do me wrong. My hair's not done. Put that thing in a bun.
That's hilarious.
So that has been my hair history. And then other than that, like for special events, I try to get my hair straightened because you try to look nice or whatever, presentable. But my hair never lasts straight. And then I guess for me recently, I guess in COVID, I just knew that I always tried to get my hair healthy, longer, whatever. But I'm not consistent enough with my hair. I don't care. Like I didn't care enough. And once I realized I didn't care, I decided to dye it. And then since then, hair grows back.
Should look fire.
It is what it is. And I feel like this color is for me. So
it is for you.
It is. It looks really good.
Boom.
Damn.
Taking pieces.
Is it for you, Ashley?
Nah, this hair is for me. Yeah, this hair comes for me.
I feel like I was in my hair prime in high school. But it got to the point too, because like I want my hair a certain way, and like my mom is gonna braid it, but she's gonna braid it like a certain size. She's gonna do it like, well, even though my hair was just a little cute, like mom used to give me a little mohawk. Like she tried, like she really did. So I just got to the point like I want my hair a certain way. So like my hair prime was definitely high school. Like my cornrows, my shelf, I used to have like the little mohawks out, like all braided, my hair out in the middle. My twist ups, all my Janelle Monáe flow for a minute when I had all like the stuff going on. Then I was doing my own box braids and my own twists and all of that. So I think I was like thriving there. That's when I used to do like my routine, like deep condition. That's when I was on Snapchat. Everybody at school used to be like, Danae, how we doing the hair this weekend? I'm like, y'all already know, tune into Snapchat on Saturday. We're gonna go through the deep condition routine together. They'll see me like, oh, this piece of my hair is still like has heat damage. If I did the whole bare thing and it still didn't work, then I would just cut it off that day. Like, it's fine. We're gonna vibe it out. Like, it used to be a whole thing.
Just chop it off.
Well, like, so I would do like the treatment first. Like, if you have like room temperature bare, after you wash your hair, before you like do a full condition, you could do like room temperature bare, pour it over your hair, and like do that 2 or 3 times. If your hair has heat damage, it'll help revert it. But once that doesn't work after like 2 or 3 times, that's it. Then it's clipped. So, but I was also doing box braids and all of that stuff, so you were okay. It didn't even matter, right? Once. And then same thing college. Y'all know I had my box. That's how y'all saw me, box braids.
Literally everything that you did, you was doing yourself.
Yeah. And then we got to law school. We don't have time. We don't have time anymore.
Yeah, that's the one. Honestly, I kind of want to. I wish I grew up around more Black people here because I didn't have appreciation for my hair until Baruch when I was like I had more Black friends because in high school every girl had. It was white girls, and all of them had straight hair. All of them had the attention. All of them had whatever. It was other reasons too, but so like I just thought I'm gonna just straighten my hair, and I'll get through high school, whatever. And then in college, like I started embracing the curls more, and like even like my body too. Like I was very self-conscious of my body in high school because of the same thing. They're all twigs. I'm not a twig, but that wasn't too liked, so all of that stuff and wanting to lose weight, whatever. Like if you remember, like freshman, sophomore year, I was in the gym all the time. I was I was a twig,
eating carrots.
Right. That's because I didn't feel comfortable in myself. But like when I saw that everybody in the room was just like,
everyone had their different.
Exactly. Everybody was different in their own way, and nobody gave a fuck. Sorry, or like what anybody else looked like. Exactly, outwardly. Sorry. So
we're just all Black people being Black.
Right. So that to me was different. I had never been exposed to that. It made me appreciate my hair, my body a lot more. So that's when the curly hair journey came out in COVID in general. Just taking care of my hair, taking care of myself and how I look with how I want it to be, not how other people are perceiving it. And then nowadays, my hair is killing me because I'm stressed, so I'm losing a lot of hair. I've lost a crap ton of hair in the last year, and it's solely because of stress. And when I see my hairline is literally receding, I'm sad because where did my hair go? But I can't help it because the tight hairstyles help because it's quick, it's easy, it's gel, bristle brush, done. But my hair is falling out. You can see I literally have like this area is balding a lot more. This area is like when I see these things, I'm like, okay, I'll grow it back when I grow it back. I'm gonna be stressed for the rest of my life. Where does the hair grow back? Like
that part.
So it's just trying to find, and then even with if I don't do the tight hairstyles, my hair has to be down. My curls look brittle and dry because I don't have time to deep condition. I don't have time to take care of my hair. So again, it just goes right back up because I don't have time for it. Which makes me sad. So now we're back in the cycle.
Hair takes a lot of time.
It does take a lot of time.
But then again, like I work for a firm right now, and I don't want my hair to look bushy. I don't want my hair to look messy. I don't want it to look like weird or like because everybody has straight hair in the office too. So
that's a whole nother.
It's trying to not, and I'm representing my law school. I'm representing like Black people in the office as well, so it's like I need to look functional too, so that I don't up for everybody else. But beep that, So I'm just here. I'm just a girl. That's been the hair fight previously and now. And then you have people. I'm gonna go another rant.
No, go ahead.
Then you have like people in my church who consistently tell their daughters, straighten your hair. I've had to yell at parents at church, like, please stop doing that. Just let your kid have straight hair. Enough. And like my sister's sister-in-law has 2 girls, and the younger one goes to like a like predominantly white school in California, and she is 3 years old and already hates her curly hair because everybody in school is telling her, oh, why does your hair look like that? Or mommy, my hair doesn't go straight like that. My hair is difficult, this, that, and the third. And she's like, I don't know how to reaffirm my child
that her curls are beautiful. So when they see my curls out, they're like, Sarah, please help us with our kids. This, that, and the third. Like, go play. Like, go play with her hair. Go tell her hair is beautiful. Like, also, sure, I'll go tell her, but you're her mother. Go tell her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So this whole thing with our community, because there's the word mankusha means like your hair is frizzy, or like not literally, but like it's a negative connotation to like frizzy hair,
messy hair.
Up and down, we use that left and right in the Egyptian culture, and it's like, bro, we're meant to have curly hair. Embrace it. Like I don't know what else to tell you, but no, everybody wants to straighten their hair.
You were about to say something. You remember?
I was gonna ask Rand what was her hair history before we go into like hair and different and how it like affects you
on a person.
Yeah.
So I have like a combination of like everyone's experience because as a kid, my mom has always been very intentional about telling me I am beautiful. Like that's always been her narrative with me. And my hair is so long and this, that, and the third. And so my thing was never really straight hair, but it was always long hair, like long, healthy hair. Like it didn't really matter to me too much, the straightness or the curliness, but it just had to be long. Then the whole thing about like, because when I was young, that we would do the bubbles and the pigtails and like it would work, like it would still do something because it was long at the time. Then I remember my 4th grade dinner dance. We were going to get the straight hair, the curls, because so my 4th grade dinner dance, I remember this was when we were gonna go, my first time getting a real press. I was gonna get the curls, and she needs a trim, which makes sense because at this point I don't really trim my hair. Shorty cut my hair, and I don't know if she was just new to doing hair, but you know how there is ways you're supposed to cut hair. My hair did not grow for 8 years after that happened. Like when I tell you. And it's also because I was a small kid, so my hair in perspective was long. So like as I'm growing taller, you would expect my hair was staying the same length throughout all of middle school and the first half of high school. That's maybe not 8 years, maybe that's 6 years. But even still, that was wicked to like my self-esteem. So that's when the braids came in because it was like
you can add on.
And we didn't even do that for real because it was too grown, right? So at first it was just the braids with the beads. Then once I got to like 5th grade, 6th grade, we could start adding a little bit of extension, but nothing too fancy because, you're still a kid, be a kid. And so at that point, it was either I was going to get the braids done or my mom was going to do it. And she was also in an experimental phase because I'm her first daughter. And her and her cousin, she was the youngest one. So she didn't really get to practice doing hair on people, but she had interest. And I was her daughter. I was her little doll. Yeah. So now she testing out styles on me that look crazy. So I'm like, Danae, I'm walking out the house like, bro, what is this thing that's on my head? And I can't take it out because I don't know how to do it myself. And it's like, I can't, how I wanted to wear my hair was just out. And that wasn't valid either because it's too messy. It's unkempt. You look raga, like you need to do something with your hair.
Raga.
Like, so that was, so I started to learn how to do my hair from other people doing my hair. So like, I remember I taught myself how to braid by feeling one of my aunts like braid on my head. So like I would sit there with a mirror and like watch and like feel what it feels like and literally do it myself. So then I taught myself how to braid hair. I taught myself how to do twists. Then I taught myself how to do box braids. The only thing I can't do on myself is anything with heat. Not touching my hair with no flat iron, with no hot comb. Because if somebody burns me, I can blame them. If I burn myself, I have to blame myself.
Who else is there to blame?
So I'm not touching my hair with nothing else straight. But since then, like, I feel like my hair journey kind of really kicked off in like early high school, right? I was feeling comfortable and confident enough in myself to actually experiment. And I was finally starting to see my hair start to change in length. So I was feeling a little more confident. This is also when the natural hair movement started. So I was feeling more comfortable and feeling more able to do my hair and not be embarrassed about how it looks when I walk out the house. And then we got to college and I started doing locks. I even felt also compelled to have a hair business that lasted all of 2 weeks.
I don't remember that. Facts.
Yeah, because it lasted 2 weeks. I was doing people's hair in a club room. And
What hair did you do?
I did Alvin Sears' hair once. He was like the first person I ever did. It was horrible. It was so bad, but he was supportive. So I appreciate his friendship. I did Ben's hair. I did my friend from like elementary school's hair. I did my sister's hair. Once I did her hair, so I'm not doing hair no more, bro. I don't have the customer service skills to tell people what they need to do in order for me to do their hair correctly. And then I was getting frustrated because the hair wasn't coming out good. Because you can't sit in a couch with your head in the seat. And let me just shut up. I realized that maybe I'm good at doing it for myself. And if I would like to do this as a business, I could work on my craft and go forward. But since then, I've gotten better. Like, before, I remember being a kid, like, it wasn't so much that I wanted it straight, but, like, I just wanted it long. So I'll be like,
Same.
you know, when people in the movies get their hair wet, it gets longer, right? It's all long and straight and silky. So I just stick my head in the shower like this. Like, maybe now it'll be straight. And it was just horrible. My mom hated when I did that because she's like, no, I gotta do your hair again. Like, but in my head, that was all it took to look like the people who I was trying to be. But, you know, as life happens and you learn and you grow in your experiences, it's like you can build confidence in your hair. But it's like we were saying before, like, once my hair is not done, you're gonna have to drag me out the house.
So that's what I was about to say. I feel like it's great that we've now gotten to a point where we're like, okay, we love our hair. Our hair's great.
Adjacent.
What?
Love adjacent.
Love adjacent.
Oh, sorry. That my brain today. I feel like y'all been saying something. I'm like, please repeat it.
Everyone loves their hair.
It's almost love. It's almost
But
love.
then on the flip side now, it's like, have we gotten too attached to our hair that when it's not like exactly how we need it to be, how much of an effect does that have on us as individuals?
Even how you were saying, like, you could just look at your hair, up, damage, snip. I would never. You talking about that? I would never do that.
Well, the damaged hair has to go because then it's not gonna grow long. That's
For me,
you don't let it grow.
For me, dyeing my hair was just I was thinking about it for so long, and I was also like, what is holding me back? Like, I had to do a deep reflection because I never like had an attachment to my hair.
Yeah,
like I just accepted my hair because my hair is not gonna be like how I see it during the natural hair movement. My hair is not curly, coily, none of that at that time. It loosened up after I dyed it, but my hair was not coily, whatever. The hair products that I use are the hair products that I use from beginning. It's not changing. I didn't have really the funds to be spending and trying all these other things. And like I really didn't have a genuine love for hair. Like my cousin was into hair. Like I was like, okay, let me just do nails. I was into nails a little bit. I was in sports. Like I was in high school playing sports, and I really was not the girliest girl for me to really care about my hair. It was only until like the late high school time where I'm starting to do twist styles. I'm starting to do a high puff instead of a high bun that I always used to do. So I used to do a high bun and then have a headband in the front every day. A different headband.
That's a sports.
A headband,
and a puff, headband and a bun,
and then that was all. Like
no, literally.
It's until I was like, what is holding me back from dyeing my hair? I've been thinking about dyeing my hair for 2 years. Why I'm not dyeing it? I did the color wax. I like the wax. Let's just do the plunge.
I think it's funny that you say, because like I was in sports, but I was also in performing arts, so there's two very different worlds.
You had to be in both.
But I'm very attached to my hair, so that's not like my reality at all. Like even people like, oh, Danae, you always got faux locks and you gonna lock your hair? No, because tomorrow when I want to do something, yes, I can put the wig on. I know how to make the wig. I know how to make the hair look like I know how to do all that. But I want people to say this is my hair that I took out today. Yeah. And I can't do that if I decide to lock my hair tomorrow. Like I want to be that lady that grows old with the salt and pepper afro and it's just like obnoxious with the long hair. Yes, that is me. But my grandkids struggling to braid it. I want that life for myself.
Yeah. We've spoken about locking up my hair for the past 2.5 years. Has it happened?
As you can see, no.
No.
But I also have the same. I wanted my hair to be long. Like the same putting your hair in the water. Like I used to love getting my hair washed because I used to feel it on my shoulders.
Like stretch it out a little bit.
My hair is getting long, but it was all delusion. Because honestly, in my head, my hair doesn't grow. It's been the same length since forever. So it's just the little washing the hair, filling in the shoulders, and then once in a while, like when I say once in a blue moon, that I would straighten out my hair. I've actually straightened out my hair more times that it's dyed than before. The couple of times was called. We went to Houston.
When we did the Honey It's
Yours pod.
We first launched it.
Yeah. It was kind of like, what, 2-3 times? That's a lot of time for me. Yes, because before, I want to say once in a blue moon, I felt my hair on my shoulder. It never lasted though. Past that, and it went right up back into the bun.
Wow. But that's also
I used to love it being long.
I was gonna say also too, like with the whole hair straightening thing, like as somebody who used to straighten their hair all the time, that hair's not permed. That's also like you have the same way we train our curls. You have to train that as well.
But that's training and heat damage is the difference.
So no, I'm just saying like
one can revert and one cannot.
Facts. But I was just saying like that's why your hair. And I'm not saying it needs to, but I'm saying like to give you the answer. That's why your hair is not going to last long when it's out, because your hair is not used to being straightened in that manner. Like even recently, I think like when I straightened my hair for your birthday, the shades of brown thing. And I was just like, oh my God, my hair's not straight. I was just like, your hair's straight. I'm like, this is not straight. I can tell you what straight is, and this ain't it. But that was the first time that I straightened my hair myself in my house with a regular flat iron in years versus I was the oven baby with the hair. Yeah, the Mercer. That's what it's called, Mercer? Whatever. Mercer, whatever it is. Yeah, that was me.
Oh, Marcel.
Yes, that
Marcel.
thing.
Marcel.
I had to heat train my hair too. Only recently has my straight hair actually been staying straight. Like, and mainly because I don't like trimming my hair when it's blown out, because I feel like when you blow it out, it's not straight enough to get a good trim. So I press it every time. So every 6 months or so. But the first time we did it, I could show y'all the pictures. That sucker lasted maybe 8 hours.
I was there.
Embarrassing.
Because
I paid.
You laughing.
And then
she was mad tight.
I was
lifted my hair.
sick to my stomach because it had been years now, because I was so comfortable in doing my hair naturally without using heat. But like knowing that the next step in the process now for health and for growth is to start cutting it, that's what was going on. And then now it's at a point where it stays. But I also noticed, in addition to the heat training, like as we age, our hair texture changes, our hair pattern changes. With stress, things change. Like I just found this out. Like one of my medications is actually like thinning my hair. So I'm here like, my hair growing. No, the curl's just looser, so it's going longer. When in reality, I'm here like, oh my gosh, it's getting so long. No, it's thinning. Real. It's falling out. So it's like, there's also pros and cons to that, because it's like you appreciate your hair and how it looks, but there's also so much appreciation for how other people look. So like when you're experimenting with hairstyles and stuff, there's always, because you see a lot of those videos, 4C hair tutorial, maybe that's not 4C. And it's like you see these styles and these trends that you want to jump on and do. Like, you know how many claw clips I've broken trying to do the claw clip trend? Can't do it because the claw clip is not clawing the way it's supposed to. But it's I think there's beauty in the differences and the growth and the changing as the years kind of go on.
I think for me recently, I've been saving more natural hairstyles to do, instead of seeing a hairstyle that is not of your hair and then trying to replicate it. Because for me, I need to see someone that looks like, same thing with body image also. I started following people that look like me, that had hair like me, or had a type of hair close to mine, for me to not like get ideas or be inspired and get inspired from that, instead of being inspired from other people that don't have my hair texture, whatever. And the whole thing of hair changing, the products now, bro, I recently redyed my hair in the end of September. Before and now, I feel like, what is my hair doing? It's not really accepting the gel the same way. I've been using gummy, and usually I don't like hair control. Edge control. I say hair control. Edge control. I haven't said it again. I don't like using edge control because I used to feel like it was so oily on my hair. But now that's what's working. So.
But then also going with that though, like they're changing like the formulations and stuff. Our bodies are changing, so it's actually like impacting your hair. Like what I was saying to y'all before we got on the thing. Like my scalp has been going through it, and we still don't know what exactly is happening. And my same thing with Sarah in school, stress. Like right here, my hairline too has been fighting wars, and I'm just like,
where are you going, buddy?
Come back.
Yeah, like dealing with that stuff, dealing with my scalp, like really, like I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing with my hair. I don't know how to function with my hair. I'm now self-conscious if I have like my box braids or even stuff like that, because I'm just like, do I have to go home and grease my hair every night? You shouldn't have to go home and grease your hair every night. That's an issue. What is it? Is it the hair? Am I allergic to the hair? We thought I was allergic to hair. I'm over here washing hair before I put the hair in my hair. It's not the hair, and I just don't know. But it's also, but it's also like what do you do with that, and how do we now
how we move?
Yeah, because how do you go past when everything hits the fan or whatever? Like, how do you go past that attachment to your hair in terms of like the way in which you look at yourself, or just your body? Like, being in a place where you're not necessarily comfortable with how things are, or they're not reaching the expectations you want, whether it's your hair, your image, any of those things. How do we now.
The problem is the expectations you have for your hair, the expectations you have for your body. You just need to accept the way you are right now.
But
I understand you want to get better, you want things to be healthy, you want things to be longer, whatever, curly or whatever that you think the goal is, but the expectation sometimes is unrealistic for where you are right now.
Yeah.
Like you have to add change and evolution into your expectations. Like at this point, I've been telling y'all gonna hit the second puberty like I hit the second puberty, and I feel like I cannot operate the same way from before. At least for me, I was very active. I haven't been active in, I cannot say, back in high school. I done graduated college. You gotta be like back in college. I was not active in college, right? Your body now slows down. You're getting older.
Your metabolism
changing. Metabolism changing. You're eating differently. You're tired. You're stressed, which is real. That changes your whole chemical composition of everything.
You got gray hair yet?
No.
I've been had gray hair though. I had gray hair like since high school.
I grew my first one since working at this damn job.
Right
in the front.
But it's also like accepting where you are and do what you can with what you have right now. You can't be, when I get this, when I do this, when I'm at this point, I'm not going to wait. Like I was saying before, I'm not going to wait until I get a certain place for me to enjoy it. Enjoy it right now. Right now you have the hair on your head. For all you know, tomorrow you might be bald, alopecia, gone. What you gonna do?
Where's the wood?
God forbid.
No, God, that's real.
What you mean?
I mean, I
want my hair.
We all would want to have hair, long hair, whatever hair it is, but God forbid something happens. Listen, you have to move.
Hey honeys, this is part 1 of this week's Honey It's Yours episode. Please be sure to listen to part 2 coming out next week.